Thank you, Phillips.
Hello and welcome to the Bunkers Hill Inn, where I'm joined by Antoine Marie-Jean.
Hello!
Adam Reddish.
Hello!
Paul Baum.
Hello.
And Tina Taylor.
Hi.
I'm John O'Bullard. And of course, we've got Wayne here as well. I'm John O'Bullard, and of course we are going to be talking about Panthers' historic 4-3 victory against Mansfield in overtime. Panthers goals: Jan Sauvé with the first, David Clark with the second, Evan Mosey with the third, and then Jan Sauvé sealing it in 9 seconds into overtime with a snipe that went through the goalkeepers and 5-hole. It could be a bit mental tonight, so I apologise for that in advance.
Why did you look at me when you said it could be a bit mental?
Well, Tina, I'll start with you. Try and sum that up in a minute.
Well, after we won away, you think it's possible, and you sort of go into it with a bit of nerves, and I sort of thought, we could get complacent, and as we talked about on the podcast last night, we could have poked the bear, as it were, and they could have come back at us. What a game! What a game! I thought we might have chucked it away when they levelled it up. We did really well to hold them off, because they were absolutely relentless in that final few minutes. And what an absolute stormer of a goal from Sauvé. Did not take him long. I mean, the goals, and all of the goals. The first one was really scrappy. Clarkie's was just regulation. David Clark. Mosey just came out of nowhere to score his. Absolutely fantastic. And it was 100% effort from every single Panthers player from start to finish.
Paul, I think we can all agree that was a deserved win on Panthers' part. They were the better team.
Oh yeah, definitely. I said that while we're in there watching the game from my box. I was in the box.
You've not mentioned it.
I've not mentioned it. No, and I won't mention it on this podcast either. But you said at the time, when we were 3-1 up, it didn't feel like when we were beating Hamburg, or even when we were beating Mansfield on Saturday, because it felt so deserved. We were the better team for that 60 and a bit minutes. Whatever it was, I don't think we reached the same sort of heights as we did on Saturday. I thought the first period especially, we looked a bit sloppy, a bit nervous perhaps, seemed to be chasing it. But at the end of the day, the right team won.
Adam, Panthers making history yet again, now the first British team to win 3 CHL games, 2 CHL games in the season, 5 points, second in the group. It was a question asked on last night's podcast: can we qualify from this group?
If we play like we did tonight, then I see no reason why not. I mean, it would still be, I think, against all odds to make it through this group. I'm a little bit worried about the Finnish team, Turku, because they've beat Bern. And I think that, if they start to hit their straps, we might struggle in the 2 games against them. But, if we take the form that we played tonight into the game on Saturday, we put another respectable performance in, I can see us maybe, getting a win at home against Turku. So, I think we can qualify.
And it's still very, very early. It's still really pre-season. This team is starting to turn heads already, and the difference amongst the fan base, amongst the club, the optimism is so different from last year. Even though winning the Continental Cup last year got us into the Champions Hockey League, there just seems to be a buzz about the Nottingham Panthers at the moment.
I'm nodding my head on an audio cast. That works well, doesn't it? Yes, there is. I mean, I think we've talked about it on previous podcasts. I've not felt this sort of enthusiastic about a Panther season for a long, long time. There is just something about this team that just it gives you sort of like that loving feeling.
Are you saying they've brought back that loving feeling?
I am, because it had gone. You see.
Whoa.
I'm really struggling to put my words out, even worse than normal, because I'm knackered after today. It's been a hell of a night. It's been fantastic. I was, when it got to 3-3, I looked at the people around me and I was like, "Come on, we need to up our game here now. We need to back the team." And then the fans around us, everybody was on their feet for the last sort of 5-10 minutes. Incredible. And I felt hard done by. When they equalised, I was gutted, because it's like, okay, yeah, they are a class team, and they are on the rankings they're a better team than us, but I was gutted because I thought we were better than that, and Paul's telling me I need to hurry up now, so I'll pass it back to Mr. Bone.
I wasn't telling him that at all. No, what I was saying, talking about Mansfield, and I know it's probably a bit of a truism, but they definitely play better after they've scored a goal. We saw that Saturday, we saw it tonight, that they get the goal and the confidence levels going right up. And especially at the end of that second period, I thought to an extent that was the only real period of dominance that they had. And we were up to an extent lucky to go in at 1-1 at the end of the second.
Garnett was fantastic tonight. Again, I said last night, it's like a lot of our chances rely on Garnett having a solid game, and again he was fantastic tonight.
But I think the defence as a whole were good. They were collapsing around the puck, collapsing around the net,
and
protecting him when anybody got near him. No one was allowing him to be touched.
That's one of the things I really like about this team, is the way that they'll, there's always that scrum around a trapped puck. They don't take any nonsense, and
at both ends of the ice as well.
Yeah.
Hence the first goal.
We scored from one. We scored from one.
They didn't give up.
Yeah. I mean, was it Mosey's goal? Was it Clark's that was? I think it was Mosey's that was on a breakdown in play that we picked up on a puck that was about to go out, recycled it, kept it going, and Mosey put it top corner.
Well, I think we will leave it there for this mini podcast because it's getting a lot busier in here and we'll get a little louder. So thanks.
We're off to the casino.
So thanks very much for joining us. We will be back on Monday. We'll be looking back at this game in a bit more detail, and of course the game against SC Bern on Saturday night, which is also here at the NIC. So until then, thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you then.